Hello there, what's up? This is Eric with Facebook.com/Eric the Conqueror or YouTube.com/user/Sandman047. Alright, it is Thursday, December 12th. It is approximately, it's 2:50, it's around 2:50 p.m. Just getting a couple sets of front squats in. Uh, just right off the top of my head, a couple things. I remember I talked about this fucking guy who got shot, and that was the last video. But I was reading on some, I forget what article it was, but anyways, I came across it. This guy killed his wife by accident with a Dutch oven. Apparently, the covers were like 600 heavy or 600 thick, and I don't know what that means in terms of, but apparently the shit was really thick, and it essentially pretty much created an airtight seal because the covers were really good, and plus he had a lot of fucked up food, and like the methane content in his fart was so much that it pretty much deprived himself all the oxygen in it, and deprived herself, and he put her under there, and like she was dead within like 30 seconds or something like that, and it's pretty fucked up. Who would have thought? Or it could be a cover up. I don't know. I remember, this is funny because I was just discussing Dutch ovens with a couple of my friends the other day, and a friend of mine said that his boss actually did it to his wife, and his boss did it in such a way that he farted under the covers, and then he got up and turned the light on, so she threw the covers over herself and Dutch ovened herself. And I don't know, I thought that was pretty impressive and pretty funny. In other news, I'm really starting to like Kanye. I really like his rants, and like they make sense. I mean, of course he goes nuts, and like that's part of his persona. But he does have some interesting points that he makes, and I don't know. I haven't really seen the whole rant, but I've heard of people talking about it, and I've seen small clips of it. And one problem is, you don't got the answers, man. I don't know, apparently it's a thing now. I'm not too sure what to think about that yet. Anyways, I'm going to do a set real quick. Whew. Alright, so as you can see, I'm at home right now, just because it's getting pretty late. I gotta do a couple things, and I really have time today to go to the gym. As you know, well, I don't know if you guys know, I don't know if I've done any updates, but I went back to the gym recently. Did deadlifts on my first day back. Deadlifts, bench press, dumbbell row, pull over, and rear delt flies. And it was pretty much a postural day because I improved my posture quite a bit. And then second day back, I hit power cleans, dips, chin ups, calves, and farmer's carries. And my lower traps and rhomboids are still on fire from that day. And yeah, so anyways, today I took a rest day yesterday, and today I'm doing front squats, and I'll probably do Romanian deadlifts, or stiff leg deadlifts rather. because they've kind of made a switch over to them. And yeah, so whoo. Uh, yeah, back to Kanye. People think that he's an idiot and like they'll fucking talk shit and like I don't know. To be honest, I kind of thought he was an idiot too. I mean, but at the same time, anybody that's successful is probably a genius in their own right. So I'm not gonna fucking say anything about that. Of course, I think that I've said that he's an idiot and I think that he's so stupid. But that might have been the jealousy talking. I don't know. Definitely. But that guy's even though he's a smart man, obviously they have to like anybody with that much money is smart. But they always have to put on a persona and like, it's kind of in their best interest to put keep their fans dumb. I guess I don't know. But then one thing that really gave me mad respect for him was people were saying that if you're so like awesome like this and like you want to help the world so much, why don't you set the prices on your stuff lower? And to that he pretty much told her, he's like, I don't set the fucking prices. Like it's true. Like we think that all these people set their prices, but in reality it's a company that sets the prices. The artist really has no control over their product except for the actual production of it. But the sale and like the advertising and all that shit, that's all the company and the record label and like whoever fucking sells it. Like I remember when his Nike shoe came out, a friend of mine actually mentioned this. I'm not gonna mention his name just because I don't know. I don't know if he wants to like be on this, like And yeah, anyways, he was saying that he watched the full interview, and he's saying that especially during the production of his shoe, like they made it a limited offer and like they set the price so high and people fucking pretty much got killed over that shit, like because everybody wanted this fucking shoe, and like I don't know, it's crazy. And I remember like we give these artists a hard time and like, but at the end of the day they're just artists and they're just a cog in the machine that is this fucking society. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even me, I'm still a cog in the machine, just like you are. We're all part of the machine. The point, the thing to take away from it is to be a member of the machine without producing any negativity in it. You know what I mean? Like, as a whole, as a society as a whole, we're all part of the machine. Even if you do nothing, you're still a useless part of that machine. Like, that's what they say. Like, somebody who isn't, when they call somebody like a deadbeat or whatever, that person's not a productive member of society. They never say that person's not part of society. They say that person's not a productive member, and that's the key word here, to produce. I don't know. Other than that, I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely. I've been developing a little bit more respect for artists and whatnot, and yeah, so it's fucking crazy. Like, the ruling class of people, just like, it's crazy how they are. And of course, like, I'm like riding Kanye here a little bit, but even if he's that rich, doesn't mean he's part of the ruling class, because there's people above him who pull his strings, right? Like you gotta be a big player. Like, there's people who we don't even know. Like, call them Illuminati, call them Monsanto, whatever the fuck you want. But there's people, unbeknownst to us, like, who we do not even know exist, who pull the strings on this giant machine. Like, the operator. Just like say for instance you have a bunch of lab rats and shit, like, in an enclosed environment. The scientist is controlling them and controlling all the, like, their environment, but they have no idea that the scientist is behind the curtain, like, controlling all this shit. Like, all they see is a piece of food, and they have to go through this maze and get it. That's us pretty much, and we don't know who put that there, or who's manipulating the environment, or who's manipulating the circumstances. We don't know that, and I just think it's kind of cool. And a couple other things I discussed with a couple of buddies. You know how we always say, like, it's nature versus nurture? Brady brought an interesting point up, and it was, your nurture can allow you to realize the potential of your nature.